Today we're going to be taking a look at some recent price increases for customgamecases.com and what their price increases have looked like over the past several years. As you guys are probably aware, especially if you're in the United States, inflation has been crazy over the past year or so, but Custom Game Cases has, I don't know if they're doing a economic adjustment on their prices. I ordered some cases a couple weeks ago. They came in yesterday, got them all situated, got the games manuals in them, got them on the shelves. Everything looked good. I jumped on the website and noticed from the time I placed my order till today, they have increased prices again. And so I kind of want to go over that, and what I did is I took a snapshot of some of my previous orders just so I can show you the trending price changes that they have gone through since 2017-2018 time frame. And there's one glaring one that really stands out, and that one may be more around supply and demand, but let's go ahead and walk through them. So first thing I'm going to do is pull up my previous orders. So the first order I placed with customgamecases.com was back in 2017. And this is when I was really just starting to check out their cases. So I basically ordered one Genesis, one NES, and one N64 to see how the cases were. I reviewed them on this channel to kind of see if this was something that I wanted to pursue. At this time I was using Universal Game Cases for everything, and I really liked that they had uniform artwork for everything, so I wanted to give them a shot. So if we look back then, we can see the Genesis case was $4. Pretty much all their cases were $4. So the NES case was $4 a piece, and the N64 was $4 a piece. If we jump forward to 2018, what I did is I ordered a bulk of 100 cases for the NES because I ended up just printing my own artwork off of the cover project for these. It was a lot more advantageous, right? If you compare the prices, 400 cases with them printing the artwork would have been $400. Me buying these is essentially half the price, and then I could just print the artwork. So that was $192.58, and they do free ship. At that time, they did free shipping on these. Alright, next up, we move all the way, so that was September 10th of 2018. I didn't order anything in 2019. We jump forward to August 26th of 2020. This is when they came out with the Game Gear cases. And so I wanted to check out their Game Gear cases. My plan was to eventually case my entire Game Gear library with their cases. I really liked that they supported the manuals. So I went ahead and I ordered a few. And here you can see they were $4.25 a case at that time. And at that time, the Genesis cases went up a whole $1 per case. That's pretty significant given the fact that, you know, if you wanted to case your whole library. Now, they don't support the EA style carts yet, the square carts or the, like, Virtua Racer, those types of carts. But in general, you're looking at an increase of $800 for the whole set overall, $700 to $800, based on that, if you ordered all of them. And then here we can see the N64 also went up $1. So they were previously $4 the first time I ordered them. Now they were $5. So once again, if you're looking to case that, we're looking $296 increase across the board. Moving on to my March of this year order. So March of this year is when they released their Game Boy camera case and also their Rumble Pack case, which I reviewed both those on this channel as well. The Pokemon Pinball and the Game Boy camera were $11.99. Those are new cases. Given the size of the cases and given the quantity, there's not a whole lot there. There's maybe 20 to 30 cases. Perfectly fine with that price. But here we can see we're looking at $4.99 for the Game Boy cases, which these are essentially DS reproduction cases for the most part, from a dimension standpoint and styling. So I had ordered Bonk's Adventure, Mary Kate and Ashley, a couple that did reviews on the channel, $4.99 a case. Mario Tennis for the Virtual Boy, $7 a case. I don't really expect those prices to shift too much, just because it's a small library, it's a very niche market, right? There's not that many games, and so it's really refined in who's going to be buying those cases. That was actually originally a Kickstarter. Alright, moving on to my latest order. And what we can see with my latest order is Game Gear cases were $5.49 a case, and N64 were now $5.99 a case. If you remember back, the first time I ordered them, they were $4 a case. They're now almost $6 a case. And the Game Gear were $4.25 a case. They're now $5.49 a case. And that is my latest order. So now let's look at current prices. Let's take a look at Game Gear first. And I do the NTSC purple. And what you're going to notice is they're now $5.79. So if we just look at that, we're currently sitting, they were $4.25, so $5.79, $4.25. That's an increase of $1.54 a case. And if we're talking about, I don't remember the exact number, I think it's around 233 games in the library. That's an increase of $359 across the board for all the cases compared to where they were a couple years ago. It's a pretty significant increase from a percentage standpoint. Moving on to Genesis. Now, one unique thing with Genesis that I'm noticing here is if you see here, Three Ninjas went all the way up to $6.29, and it looks like the majority of them went up to $5.79. So if we look at $6.29, you'll remember these cases were $4 first time I ordered them. So we're looking at an increase of $2.29. And let's just say we'll just do 700 as a rough estimate. That's an increase of 1.6K across the whole library. Once again, really significant on that price standpoint. If we assume the majority are $5.79, then we're looking at $179. Oops. Times 700. It's still $1,250. Pretty significant increase. Moving on, let's take a look at NES. Once again, these were $4 first time I ordered them. Now, granted, they did go up to, the last time I ordered these, $5. Okay. They're now $6.29 for all of these cases. Once again, pretty significant, $1.29 increase a case. And then if we look at N64, probably about the same. I'm expecting these to be around $6.29. Yep, $6.29 a case. And then we'll take a look at Virtual Boy, and here we can see Virtual Boy went up 29 cents. What you're going to notice is compared to when I ordered 2 weeks ago, everything has gone up at least 30 cents a case. So those have gone up to $7.29 a case. Now the big glaring one, before we jump there, let's take a look at Game Boy. Game Boy cameras, they're still $11.99. So I didn't expect these to change because they're so new, right? It wouldn't make sense to adjust prices already on those. Now what I am noticing over here is the Game Boy cases are $5.59 a case. right? And so if we look back, those went up 60 cents a case. Those went up double what the rest of the cases went up. Except for, yeah, so $5.59. Nope, that's right. All right. I think a couple of them, like if we look at bonks, yeah, like a couple of these are $5.29. So some went up 30 cents, some went up 60 cents. I'm not sure the driving factor on those because the cases are the same. The only thing different would be the artwork. So I'm not sure if they just haven't updated all the prices and they are going to bump everything up 60 cents or not. Alright. Super Nintendo I really don't do, but we can take a look at those. I expect those have gone up to $6.29. Yep. Okay. On to blank cases. So, if you remember, let's go back here. For 100, I spent $192.58. These are now, for 100, they're now $500 for the same case. To me, that is absolutely crazy. So we went from $192 to $500. And I believe you now have to pay for shipping on these, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, they're only charging you $5 shipping, so that's not bad. Okay. It's kind of odd that they're even charging you shipping on that, but they're basically charging you for shipping on one case. I guess one case, I don't know. They sent a medium out, so I'm guessing they're just budgeting that in. But 100 pack is now $4.99. That's probably the most glaring one. Let's go back and take a look at Genesis. So if we look at the red Genesis cases, we can see $500. And they're now charging you $5 a case just for an empty case without the artwork. Right? So you're essentially looking at 79 cents a case for the artwork. I mean, at that price point, it's definitely worth it just to buy the individual cases to me. Again, just my opinion, but I just kind of wanted to walk you guys through what the price increases have looked like over time. I'm not sponsored by Custom Game Cases or anything. I just like the uniformity of all the cases on the shelf, and I especially like their Game Gear cases. I'll continue to buy them, but man, it's almost getting to that point where, okay, you just want to jump in and buy them all now before the prices really start skyrocketing. Because, at least that's my take on it, because they have gone up quite a bit. The other thing I've noticed with this latest batch, the tint on the artwork is different than my previous tint. So I'm going to contact them and see if I can just get the inserts printed and sent to me, because the tint's off, I don't like it. The older cases are darker than the newer cases. But again, it's just the artwork. It's not the actual case mold. So that is one thing I've noticed as well, where if you're going to order a large amount or a full set, you're better probably ordering them all at the same time. The other thing they do is, I think if you buy more than 150 cases, you get free shipping. I believe it's in their FAQ somewhere. Yeah, if you're in the US and you buy more than 150 cases with covers, you get free shipping. So, there you go. But that's it, guys. I just wanted to walk you through kind of what their price increases are like. Drop me a comment below. Let me know your thoughts. And let me know if you buy cases from Custom Game Cases. If this is kind of getting to the borderline where it's not worth it anymore, let me know. I still have a stack of the old original Universal game cases that I may be selling. Haven't decided yet. Right now they're stacked up in a closet. I used to buy them in bulk. But thank you for watching.